I killed them though.
Not skeleton. That's a stricter stop sign.
I killed them, and their corpses threw me out.
There's the Joker's trick. Still trying to figure out what like Umbrella Jimbo would do. You know that he would have the umbrella hat, and it would have his little bells on the tips of it. You know.
See, I was thinking more like a picture of a guy with an umbrella that you might see on like the back of a deck of cards, like a card back, and have that be the Joker. Although I couldn't tell you what it would do.
Okay, hear me out. Umbrellas fold, right? Like you fold them up.
Yeah.
And folding in poker is like not playing the hand. So it would do something every time you skip an ante, I think.
So like a compliment to hologram.
Yeah. Hologram umbrella. So it could be like the like plus mult version of that.
Yeah, or actually I think it has to be chips. Because umbrellas block rain. Rain is water. Water is blue. Blue is chips.
Okay, yeah. Also, if you toss chips up, you could protect yourself with an umbrella if they're like raining down. Yeah, so it gets like, I don't know, plus 50 chips every time you skip an ante.
Make it every time you skip a lot. That'd be pretty good. 50 chips off that. That would be really good in plasma.
Yeah.
Because you're not getting much.
I think it would be a trap. I think it would be one of those trap jokers because, like, skipping antes is also how you lose out on money and chops and, like, kind of ruin your run going forward.
It's true,
I think that would be neat.
It gives and takes. It's definitely better with plasma because plasma doesn't get a lot from early antes anyways. Because you just kind of steamroll everything and then you're looking for very specific things. So this turning that into the thing you're looking for is pretty good. I got Mithril Rod. I have no people who use rods. Will it be at the bottom? Mithril Rod. It's Rod.
Alright, well you could learn more about it.
I'll drink some tinctures and tinctures are MP, yeah. There we go. I'll keep the mystery. Besides, okay. I know about Strago and Realm anyways. I don't know if they use rods, but I imagine the wizard uses a rod. That would make sense to me.
Teasin.
Or Zen. The worst part of Half-Life 1. Well, if it makes you feel any better, the royal family probably deserved it. Although, royalty tend to be virtuous in Final Fantasy.
Oh, true. You can't judge it by, like, real-world standards.
Yeah.
Also, there's magic. So.
Also, there's magic, but I still don't like it. Is Boomerang better than
Full Moon?
Than Full Moon? It seems like it. I could buy some Full Moon pictures.
It has better number.
Well, you know what? Sure.
Alright, 9,000 gold block, all for you.
Yeah, but he'll
And our treasure.
I want to sell my sell the Full Moons back and get.
Oh, that's true. I never think about selling things back. Special.
And get a bit of a discount. Say it was only $650, which is still expensive, but man.
That's kind of the give and take of Genji Glove.
Yeah.
Now all of your weaponry is twice as expensive forever.
From friendly advice, there's a weapon called the Guardian. It can't move, but it's very powerful run if you meet it. Wow, sounds like a skeleton to me. Or it might be something we defeat by it using lightning on us, and we use Runic to defeat it or some shit. I could buy another black belt.
Black belts and running shoes for sale is pretty big.
Yeah, running shoes are pretty good. Let's liquidate some garbage. Got some Dirks.
We got Dirks.
We could have more. I don't think I need 4 bucklers. Or leather hats.
A lot of those plumed hats were from merchants.
Yeah. I'm allowed to sell my tools.
Yep.
If I can get a little more money, I can buy 2 shoes. Let's sell the Ashura.
I mean, you have 2 running shoes right now that you're not equipped.
Yeah, but I could have
Oh,
more.
okay.
Because now everybody can have them. Yeah, there we go.
Multi-shoe drifting.
Well, you got 1 shoe for your feet and 1 shoe for your hands.
To operate those tools. Oh, there's a secret man. Let me tell you about him. If we go back to the relic shop.
Is it to the...
No, not in the relic shop, but like beside it. Somewhere up here in the woods, there should be a secret man. No? Huh. Okay, well. Never mind, I guess he appears later.
We have found a cranny, though.
Yeah. I think he appears in that cranny, but you would see him moving around.
I do appreciate a cranny. Everybody's always with their breakfast nooks. But what I want is a dinner cranny.
Dinner cranny.
Let me just wedge myself in here and have some soup.
A dinner cranny is where you, like, hide your kill for the day and, like, gnaw the bones.
You've been around cats too much. That's definitely cat behavior.
That is definitely cat behavior. Cats have dinner crannies.
Cats have dinner crannies. Weed feeder.
All right, we're all hasted up. We can no longer be slowed or stopped.
Yeah, but they still go before me, even though I have.
That's the ATV system, baby. Greatest city in the world, baby. That's a pretty decent damage output. Maybe the 9,000 was worth it.
Respectable. I mean, what else is he doing?
That's true. What, stealing?
It is with a heavy heart that I announce I basically don't respect stealing in Final Fantasy games. There are...
Yeah.
Maybe someday there'll be something worth stealing, but I haven't found it in all my time.
Not in a Final Fantasy. I'm like low-key obsessed with it in Final Fantasy V just because you can... There are like certain very specific things that you can get, but nothing irreplaceable, really.
The Final Fantasies with the best stealing has got to be Final Fantasy Tactics Advance.
Yeah.
Tactics, it's Tactics
Stealing is
proper.
Fucked up in that. Like
Tactics proper is like a pretty good as well. But Tactics Advance has fucking steal ability. You can steal people's memories.
Yeah. Or their favor with the judges. Like,
Of all the things that got done dirty, and yeah, they're berserking my guys, I went berserk anyways. For all they did dirty in... for all that they made more perverted in A2 Grimoire of the Rift, stealing was what they did the dirtiest.
yeah, I mean, they made it ordinary instead of fucked up.
No, they made it like a weird combination of kind of necessary and also completely pointless. Like, you need monster materials to unlock stuff in the bazaars, and you steal those, so you're incentivized to this is Chicken Lip. You're incentivized to steal a bunch, but at the same time, you're stealing like complete trash.
Yeah, there are a couple. This is, again, you have to, like, know it to do it kind of thing. You have to have the, like, complete wiki open and have all knowledge. Wow, Cyclonic. That's incredible.
He did it to himself because he's confused.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he took extra damage to it. Maybe because he's a flying monster.
That's a percentage damage.
Oh, it's Breathwing. Okay.
Yeah.
I know a Breathwing when I see it. That means that guy has a ton of health. How are we doing on...
Yeah, he has about 1,000. You can think of this as, like, World 2 in Final Fantasy V, almost. Where monsters start having, like, about 1,000 health each.
Okay, almost done learning Float. Almost got Bolt 2. And you've learned everything now, Siren. Which might mean... What does... Kieran doesn't do anything on level up. Swap you back. Because I want to get Ramuh on Celis, just so that she's not as good as attacking, so maybe she'll be better at killing with magic.
The Imperial Ziggurat Vector.
That's suspicious. Miranda. I don't think we've seen Miranda yet. Am I going to be imprisoned if I go to sleep here? I've played Final Fantasy V. Okay, this is what we were here to do. Go to the facility.
Correct. It's funny old man making a scene. I'm amazed that the funny old man music hasn't started up. I guess he can stew.
Where's the steel tower at? It's behind this box. But like,
oh yeah, you have to talk to one of the boxes from behind.
Okay, I thought I talked to it, but on the wrong.
Yeah, it's the wrong side.
This old man is an expert puker.
And then the soldier's like, I may as well let him cook. What's the harm?
Okay, I wanted to see if that rail goes nowhere.
Time for those industrial beats.
Garm. Garmic Gaining. Which is like Gormful Gaming, but different. Yeah, these guys are physically tough. No, you're not the Gorman gamer. I am the Gormful gamer. I am the one who gorms. You think I worry about who comes to my stream and gorms? No! I am the gormer!
The once and Gormer King.
Okay, it went from industrial to fart music. Sure, you can learn Siren. Okay.
Trumpet's not doing it for you?
Well, it's not bad. I like the percussion a lot more than the trumpet.
Valid.
I think the ideal version of this song is in... Now, this is going to be perhaps a cliche for me. Dark Cloud 2, Runarada Workshop.
Ah.
That's a great song. Garm.
Okay, so I will say that this place is very confusing to navigate, and there's lots of different ways to get around. One thing that you can do is just enter pipes. Like there are a lot of pipes you can enter and walk around in.
We're pipe squeezers, I see.
Yeah, there are a lot of pipe squeezing. $22 MP for Bolt 2.
Yeah, let's just dump it out.
Just flush your starting MP pool.
I mean, he ain't using it for nothing else, and these guys are kind of tough. Yeah, it deleted that guy. For 22 MP, he can do what Sabin and Edgar do for free.
Yeah.
I have tube squeezed. But I'm on rollers. No, I saw it. No!
No.
That's fine.
It's fine. Yeah, you can get back through that pipe. Oh, well, it's harder to get back now. Thunderbleed.
Back attack.
Guess who's back? Back attack.
A little noise blast.
Sorry, casting Rama costs 25 MP, but Bolt 2 is 22. What is this economy?
Okay, confusing the dogs does make them explode on...
Yeah, that's pretty great. Who taught those dogs to use magic? Was that really a necessary part of the Imperial program? Was there some guy who was like, "Yo, I got a banger of an idea. What if we taught magic to dogs?"
They were so concerned about whether they could. We taught these dogs magic. And we also taught them about mortality. These dogs know that they're going to die. Can you believe it? Look, they formed a religion.
Pipsqueak.
I wanted to look up how to do my special dance, but I'm just going to use Aurabolt like a good boy.
Yeah. for the future, left, left, down, right, right should do it. Uh-oh. The Pipsqueak is a pip trick. It didn't matter. Because he's a Pipsqueak. From Pipe Squeezer to Pipsqueak. This is what it's like.
Oh, that one managed to squeeze us for a little bit.
Hmm.
Well, that's what Edgar's MP pull is for.
It's a good use of it. He certainly doesn't need it for damage.
Nice, go in a big circle.
You did a little, but we can get back and get those other treasures. Proto armor. Somehow more powerful than like completed Magitech armor, but whatever.
Ah.
Oh, Jesus.
I did the thing where I left an enemy alone, so it decided it wants to counterattack me. Ah, but now that's bad.
Yeah, these guys can be pretty gnarly. Launcher, as you just intuited, is in fact percentage damage, but that doesn't stop it from hurting like hell.
Well, he follows it up with Tech Laser.
I think Tech Laser was his regular attack. So the counter attack was the barrage.
Dragon
Boots.
They at least let you jump, I imagine.
Indeed. They are a relic.
Does it want spears?
It does want spears.
Of which I don't have any.
The spears will do bonus damage for jumps, and the jumping will get the character out of the way. Also make them vulnerable to interceptor rockets.
That's just sensible.
You know what you could do, actually, with the enemies confused?
Yeah.
You could have Eris use her Runic Blade to get some MP back.
That is reasonable.
You know, invest in the future. And, like, it's not even that... Like, they use fire, too. That's, like, 20 MP.
I learned to mute. Speaking of...
I'm not really catching up in levels in a meaningful way.
Okay. We've learned float. Put our powerful brothers to work. Okay. And working his way up.
Yeah.
Since these guys do hit so hard, it does make sense just to debilitate them with the Noise Blaster. I should also probably move Eris to the back row. Oh boy, a tonic. Really, why is Chainsaw so good? Why is everyone else so bad? Why is it so funny?
I don't know why they made tools so good. I guess I don't mind it, because it's like kind of player favorable, but it would be nice if everyone had, like, not even that power, like 75% of that power. You know? Gold shield.
Well, enjoy your gold shield. From what I know, gold is better than mithril. Which, I'm sure if you told the dwarves of Moria, they would weep. To the dwarves, gold was their plaything. They called gold and gems were their plaything, whereas their main objective was the mithril.
Hmm.
And they call it a mine. I stole the shell instead of the fire too.
That still netted you 15 MP. That ain't bad.
It's free real estate. That fight didn't go any slower than if I had them both fighting.
So you can go through that. Don't do that.
Tube?
Go through the hole. Yeah. Here we go.
Flame Sabre.
Flame Saber.
The Sabre seems to be the same as the Blide.
Yeah, they're flavor selectors.
I can hook.
Yep.
I don't know if I wanted to do that.
Well, it was the only way we could go, actually, so you kind of got boxed in.
Can you put a robot to sleep?
I honestly have no idea.
It seems like yes. I mean, there's a man driving it.
Yeah, I put the driver to sleep. Why not?
Oh, thanks. How do I,
How do you what?
use my Esper again?
Up. Up. All the way up. No. In the magic menu. Go all the way up.
Ah, there we go. You know what? Sure.
Bolt fist!
I will show you the fist of God.
Zeus, come to my aid! Jesus Christ, I think he has a weakness.
Oh, I got his Bio Blaster.
In case you didn't have one by now, I guess. Good thing we can sell them.
Man, our boy has so much HP.
I mean, 70 of that about is coming from the Green Beret. Well, you did it. You looped back around to get the treasures. Some of that looping was necessary in order to get them, so...
And now I, don't recall how I got down. I squeezed the tube, but it won't let me squeeze the tube I want to squeeze. Well, let's, put you to sleep. And then try to kill you with a chainsaw. Does looking at the moon make you feel sleepy?
Not especially.
I feel like the moon
But
is
it is
invigorating.
associated with nighttime, and... I get it. I understand that animation. It's not horrible. Program 55.
Execute order 6. Now, the thing is, I don't think I have any cucumbers or cherries. Do I have any green cherries?
You have 4.
Ah, I got some cherries.
Incredible. Look at the torture. What a stinker. All right. So you're taking the middle pipe, so to speak.
All right, yeah. The reason I couldn't board that is because that was yeah, it's difficult to parse.
Yeah, this area is pretty confusing.
It's a trick question to identify Saiyans, which are basically werewolves. You could follow the robot. I did that last time.
We too can be processed into Magitech armor.
Why are we hiding? I want his flesh.
I'll restore the statues. Wahahaha. I guess we're just gonna let him cook. I don't understand why we're doing that, but...
Into the garbage chute, Flyboy. While he's alone, we should have ambushed out and murdered him.
Yeah. We're not very smart, though.
Okay, I can't multi-target sleep in this game.
Yeah, this ain't like D&D 2nd edition or whatever the fuck. Dungeons and Dragons sleep spells are completely messed up.
Yeah, because they measure in hit dice, which, nobody's favorite way of doing. I bolted myself. Kinda surprised at how that could happen. Taste the pain!
Ouch. Don't know what I expected. Oh, that could have been worse. But yeah, one of the reasons that Chainsaw is overperforming, as you might have picked up on, a lot of enemies in this area have autosave.
Yeah.
They just have a yellow safety bubble all the time. And Chainsaw's damaging mode bypasses that.
They want you to use magic here. Can I, how about you, Ifrit?
Boss time! That's Ifrit.
He's looking very green today. I'm gonna sort of do moves at him and see what happens.
Yeah, Ice on him was pretty good.
Well, he's slow now.
No, Edgar! Idiot!
Oh, he's immune to my strongest moves.
Maybe the drill, just to be sure that it'll do damage. Fire 3, what the fuck?
He just wanted to assassinate,
I can't remember what makes them do that. That's wild.
Let's see if I remember how to do this.
Okay, that's what I expected to happen.
Oh, I know what I should do. Ah, she squeezed it in before I could get my runic out.
Don't use cure because you'll runic it.
I can runic my own spells?
Yes. It gets the next spell that happens, regardless. Forward, back, forward should be a pummel, and that'll help.
Okay, you're also immune to magic. I guess I should just have you spam runic.
But they have a weakness to their opposite element, absorb their own element, and are flat immune to all other elements.
I'm not getting MP from my stuff.
No, you are. It's just very little. Because you've so far absorbed fire and ice. A physical hit, amazing.
Drill! Who are you? Don't matter. Want some rye? Of course you do.
Wait, we're Espers. I like that Kefka said they were completely drained of their power when they're a fucking boss fight.
Well, it's like a battery. Actually draining a battery down to 0 does extreme harm to it. Their duty cycle is only supposed to take them to about 40% at most. At least that's true with lithium-ion batteries. With old lead-acid batteries, they can tolerate it. I don't know if they can tolerate it better, or if it's just because they're so much cheaper that you don't care if you ruin them. Because hey, what's a little bit of is it muriatic acid and just lead between friends? Poor lead. Lead is such a wonderful and beautiful material that it's so good at so many things, and it only has one problem. Now, granted, that problem's
the toxicity problem is it's a pretty large one.
It's a big problem. It's a pretty big problem, but it's so good at everything. Lead is so it slices, it dices, it does.
It's easy to work.
It's easy to work. It has so many useful chemical properties. It's cheap. It's abundant.
Fairly impermeable. Yeah.
It's got great lubricity. It adds machinability to steels. It has many excellent compounds for chemical reactions, like in batteries. It's just the toxicity. It has that in common. Another one like that is cadmium. Ooh, cadmium is so good. Horribly poisonous. More so than lead. But, its problem is it's also not as cheap. That's the real thing that makes the lead so good. It's cheap. The tubes. These are...
I suffered in the tubes.
This is the kind of thing that makes you go vegan. Like, you spend your whole life just farming tubemen, and you never see... you
don't see the process on the other side of the tube.
You don't see the other side of the tube. You don't know what has to go in the tube to feed your tubemen.
It happened to me. It can happen to you. Oh no! The double battle! I can't believe it.
No.
Delicious flan.
If what I know about flans hold true, then you just change.
It was a trick. To Flan! They're doing Flan's trick.
That is Flan's trick. Yeah, use magic against Flan.
3 Flan! But also Chainsaw is defense bypassing, so it doesn't...
Well, I got into a fight with a Flan like the frame I pressed A to talk to Shiva. So I thought Shiva was a stack of Flan that were attacking me, but no. You know, Flan is not a very common dessert. Do you think more people know Flan as the slimes from Final Fantasy than as like
the
ice cream?
No, not even close.
I think
video games do not have that kind of cultural cachet. Do you know who the most popular video game character is?
Mario?
Lara Croft. Lara Croft is the most identified video game character amongst regular people.
I don't think that's true.
No, I heard that.
Because I know
that's pretty recent.
I know that in some polls they did Mario.
Got a couple Angelina Jolie in a couple of movies, man.
That's probably,
all it took.
That might be, but I know with Mario came to mind because Mario has more like cultural identifiability than Mickey Mouse does these days. Well, that was before the movie came out, even. We'll follow Ramu's lead. Yeah, we'll die because Ramu decided to.
Yeah, everybody's doing it. So we too will become Screw Attack. Alright, the left door is the one you want first.
What I want first is to...
Oh, well, I mean, sure.
Okay, I'm gonna keep getting Bolt 2 on you. Strength +1. And Shiva just has good spells. Rasp in particular. Oh, that's Rasp, not, she does Osmose as well. Okay.
Yeah, she's got the double deuce.
Okay, I'll have you keep doing so. I don't know what Stray is supposed to be.
You should cast it.
Maybe I can learn. Well, I got my free tents earlier. My tent is green.
Yeah, the tent that you occupy is palette specific to whatever character you are.
I picked my shirt.
There's like 3 different of them.
Yeah.
The specific character palette becomes more apparent when you've done a bunch of randomizers and you get like the funky colors. But you can kind of tell from here that Celes, Sabin, and Edgar are all on the same palette.
Yeah, they got green.
You can see the greens pop up, whereas Locke is on a different one, the brown, sort of a dark blue. And there's a third one that has some like bright red to it and purple, and that's for Terra. But that's it. You get those 3 character palettes for every character in this whole game.
You gotta squeeze them in.
This is where we choose to be most efficient with our designs. I mean, they made it work. But yeah, new Espers, are you excited?
I'm excited.
You got 6. Bio attack.
How did I ever get by with 4? I think Celes has officially graduated into being a wizard.
Oh, good.
He's not even going to bother attacking with her anymore. Maybe someday that will change. Maybe I can use some stupid gimmick weapon like a Lumina or something.
I know one specific point in the game where it might switch over, but we'll see. Oh, did he not? Jesus Christ! Where did 4 digits come from on that dude?
I'm not sure.
Is he weak to holy? What on earth? Are you a ghost?
He's a ghost now. I got his cherry.
We just... You pull the cherry out of the soldier and they just die. That's...
It's like Sekiro.
Oh, look at his heart. Okay, secret.
Yeah. Secret
After this
room.
battle,
The gobbler.
go down and to the left. The gobbler!
What are we
He'll
at?
snatch your children!
What's with this Zapruder film shit? Down and to the left.
He'll snatch your children. You'll have to use an alethiometer to figure out where they went. That's up and to the right. How dare you? I said down and to the left. You even said it's a Zapruder film.
Listen, I'm not firing on all cylinders today.
You're right. I'm the one who had a refreshful nap, so I'm really gung ho. Yep.
I got his cherry.
There you go. Honor system. You have to give it up.
That's why I'm not doing so great. I lost my cherry.
Shit.
I gotta go get another one.
Well, at least you're one of the elites who has like more than one. So that's good.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Yeah, the shinobi that is stalking you just has to get far enough away if you would give you a fair shot. Yeah, somewhere around here there should be a thing. Yeah, break blade.
Now, if there's ever something that would incentivize you to attack, it would perhaps be the break blade. What kind of chances are we talking about on this thing?
You know, I don't actually remember. We could examine it.
Sometimes casts breaks, I imagine it would say. Silence!
Uh-oh.
Joke's on you, I attacked anyways.
I guess that works out for us this time. Boof! Pretty great!
Do I have an Echo Sheen? Okay, it's a non-volatile. It's a volatile status effect.
Okay, great. I do think you do have an echo screen.
I might move him off of Kieran just because he's learning so slowly. Like, he could have even more HP.
Huge! Grow large!
You're still learning Ifrit, I imagine. Yeah. Drain is cooking with gas. Okay, you'll have a little bit more... Let's just get you cooking on Shiva. Yeah, so far we have 1 out of 1 is randomly casts break. Randomly.
Now you can also double click it to see more features of it, but that's okay. It's like it just tells you who can equip it, and in the item menu. Yeah.
I talked to this guy from the side, but he did not talk to me.
Number 24, that's right. We got one of the few enemies designed by a different character designer. Amazing.
What do you mean I was designed by someone else? I'm never going to be popular this way. Sure, I will break you.
We will break him.
Actually,
wow, he's really not doing his gimmick. That's fun.
his gimmick is taking 1,000 damage from...
Yeah. That ain't gonna do it.
I stole his rune edge.
Oh, rune edge. You'll pay for the whole... Jesus Christ,
and now
man.
he's doing, his gimmick is that he has 2 attacks.
Well, I guess he's got 2 sword arms? Is that right?
Yeah, he's got dualies. I don't have any potions anymore, so...
I mean, you have elixirs.
Yeah, but...
Oh, well, there's that, too.
Wall
change! The gimmick! Ah! That's right, we're all gimmicked up.
Now, does wall mean you have a wall, or does it mean that you,
He changes what he's weak to.
Yeah, well...
So you can either scan him a bunch, or just sort of...
Guess.
You know, fight him regular, and tends to work out okay.
He's just a hyped up Archeoavis. He's still okay, Bolt isn't it?
Holy is still an element. Someone has scan. I don't know how useful that is in the abstract. I just like using defense piercing moves.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
No, he's already dead.
He's already dead.
He changed his barrier once. Yeah. All right, cool. Good work, dude.
Yeah, punch swords like what are they called? Kata. I got his blizzard.
Oh, he was an ice type. That fire would have wrecked him if it had gone off. Nice.
Oh, that's good. That completes my collection.
Yeah, you got one of each. Not bad.
Was he always going to do that, or did I look into? Does he drop the one he phases in?
He drops the one that is the phase that he's in.
That's just that's how do you say? It's
Kismet.
Kismet. Fortuitous.
But yeah, so he was the one enemy in the game, and designed by Tetsuya Nomura instead of Amano. Pretty sure the only one.
I know other characters were, which is why Setzer shows up in Kingdom Hearts 2, but no other 6 character does. Sorry, that's why Potion shows up at the Struggle Tournament. Yeah,
that's right. The Struggle Tournament. It's a struggle, all right.
Look at Bismarck.
Majestic.
Bismarck shows up in, what, 2 games?
What's the other one? 14.
14. He shows up multiple.
Yeah.
He's in 14 twice.
Oh,
but that's just because everybody's in 14 at least twice.
Right. Like that. I think 14 doesn't even count. It's just this mishmash of everything that they get.
That's like 14 is like the Smash Bros of Final Fantasy.
Right. So I guess there are like OG characters in 14. Like you don't get like Alice Alphino, although you do get twin children all over the place. So maybe fucking
and you get fucking a realm combined with Kryl. So we got I can identify Bismarck, Unicorn, what might be Carbuncle, and then whatever that guy is.
What's her name? The murdered lady, who's so important for so long.
With the stupid dress.
It's like the leader.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She dies. I don't remember her name. I use a mod. In Left 4 Dead 2 that makes the pipe bombs look like her.
Yeah. So we have Unicorn on the left and Shoat on the right.
Oh, that's Shoat. I was going to guess Carbuncle. But there's a guy. Just a man, an elf.
Yeah, there's a man. No, that one's Carbuncle.
I pulled the lever.
And then on the left, we have some kind of ghost.
Here he is.
That's right, Mr. Dr. War Crimes himself.
How many
Mr. Dr. War Crimes?
How many games is Sid Dr. War Crimes? It's at least 2. It's maybe 2.5 again if you count 14. Sid and 14 is like
I think there's a strong case for 4, considering he invented the Red Wing. They like use that
in 4 and 14
unassailable imperial power to fuck everything up.
Yeah, Sid in 4 and 14 is kind of like Oppenheimer, where he made the nuke, but is like morally objection to doing it. And then in 12, Sid is like he's Dr. Genocide.
Yeah, no, he's so into it.
I have this weird ghost, and I'm going to use it to kill lots of people. I'm Sid.
Age of Gods is dead. Now it's time for the reign of man. He's like just like totally hamming it up.
Oh no, we have to kill him because now he knows.
Yeah, this is a dangerous piece of knowledge for Mr. Dr. War Crimes to have.
Quickly, kill him!
I suppose some Imperial was going to find out about it at some point if they, like, found us doing shit.
His knowledge is in his head, so you must take it.
The Magicite.
Who might these dubious characters be?
Your troops? Squawk! Eris suddenly completely tongue-tied. Sid, you miserable blockhead. Now. Hop!
Don't listen to the clown.
She has tricked you all.
Why would you ever listen to a clown?
I have to believe that this moment comes across better in Japanese somehow. And like it just flummoxes me completely that this is the scenario where Eris is so completely tongue-tied that she can't even on the spot deny that she's betrayed everyone. Just, no, that's not right. He's lying. Like, anything like that. I don't know. Whatever. She casts a magic spell and they all whoosh away.
She took one of my running shoes.
We'll have to check. I think they might have unequipped her. You certainly get to, like, unequip the Esper and, like, keep all the Magicite. So yeah, this is the tubes that Ifrit was referring to. He did a tour in one of the tubes.
Why is Sid helping us escape?
It's a very good question. Here, he'll explain. Kefka has used me.
Ah, yes, reasonable work.
I'm sure the the Emperor will listen to this guy. So let's check for the existence of a stray pair of running shoes in our relic pile. Yep. Indeed. Okay, so they did actually unequip her. And now we have all this. Look at this. Unicorn, Madwin, Shoot, Phantom.
She had Ramu on as well.
Yeah.
Siren. Okay, he's barely learning Siren stuff. Gear 2. Madwin.
Shoot.
Phantoon. Carbuncle. Bismarck.
Strength +2. Look at this. Bismarck. Strength +2. You can have +2 strength.
I can get Stringer.
Stringer things.
Well, Sirens kind of sucks, so I should probably look and stick on... Module, I probably want to put on someone who actually uses magic.
Yeah, there's people that you want to cast damaging magic, and then you want everyone else to have utility spells.
Yeah. Ah! I'll just remember, don't eat the bad fish. Only eat the good fish.
Boop. Go! I guess we're friends now. Goodbye!
This is Donkey Kong Country?
All the best blitzes scale off of magic. Magruder, that's right. Monsters can be wield muscle guys.
I actually know that to be true already. Although this explains some things. These guys show up in 14.
Yep. I mean, here they're like weird fucking wheeled creatures because they're on the rails, right? Like they have to be able to ride them somehow.
And you fight them in the fucking Magitech facility. Okay. In 14 as well.
Do you like our mode 7?
Not really.
Minecart chase?
It kind of looks really bad.
It always looked really bad. Even like when I first played this as a kid, I'm like, this looks god awful. Anything but this, man. This just... How did this pass muster? But, I mean, we're in it for the long haul. This is the Elite River. We kind of cannot avoid battle.
That's fine. I'm good at fighting. I got a water edge. I can't change my espers, so no.
Well, Water Edge is one of the ninja tools. Yeah.
What game has the best minecart segments? The one in Resident Evil 4 is very good.
This is I want to say the Great Cave Offensive from Kirby Superstar, because those are very brief.
Yeah, but those
fine.
That's more like you use a minecart in a cave, not a minecart segment.
I mean, I guess.
It definitely
counts as a segment.
Yeah, yeah. Like a discrete part of. I get. You're
I mean,
correct.
this is definitely a minecart segment.
This is certainly
and like a Donkey Kong Country level that's like minecarts, but those all blow chunks.
There's some good. I like both Resident Evil 4s have good minecart segments. Where you're riding on a
critical hit there, nice.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't think of any minecart segment that I think is very good.
There's a really terrible arcade game in Stardew Valley.
Oh, now, does the train cutscene from Breath of Fire Dragon Quarter count, where Lynn shoots us with a gun from a distance and we fire back with like a mounted turret?
If you include if you include trains, you open up a lot of things.
That's true. I shouldn't do that.
The train segment in Uncharted 2 is like extremely, extremely good.
Well, some Uncharted game must have a minecart segment, right?
Not to my knowledge.
You're kidding.
Unless one of the lesbian games has a minecart segment in it, I don't know about it.
That's incredible.
I don't know the
because it's so. I mean, that's like the most Indiana Jones coded video game that there is. They must have had a minecart segment.
Well, they're
number 128
is Uncharted more of a Indiana Jones game than the old Indiana Jones games?
How old are we talking? Because there were some NES games.
Yeah, because there were like NES or like 90s adventure games, like Lucas. I'm pretty sure LucasArts must have made a Indiana Jones game.
I don't know about any of those. But the Uncharted is definitely more of an Indiana Jones game than the like NES ones, which were just sort of like, you know, a weird platformer that you had to whip sometimes, and it's like. I played Castlevania. You can't impress me with that.
Ifrit's Gone Ball mode.
Red Feast. Yep, that's your one cast of Ifrit.
Okay.
Well, you got his arms.
And now I will start blasting. Fate of Atlantis. Is that an Indiana Jones game? I only can think of Mystery of Atlantis, which is a extremely terrible video game. It's like one of the worst video games ever made.
Wow. Oh, you got him.
I got him.
Good work.
I used my powerful spells, and thus he did perish. Because there's a new Indiana Jones game, and I've heard mixed things about it.
I don't understand why people like Indiana Jones nowadays. I think that Indiana Jones was an acceptable thing to be a fan of like 20 years ago. I don't think that is true anymore.
Two of the three... It's kind of like Star Wars, where two of the three of the original films are like near masterpieces, like difficult to match films in terms of quality. And then the third one is pretty good. Although, funnily enough, they're in different orders. Because Temple of Doom is the lesser of the original, and then Jedi is the lesser of those, but I don't know.
It's just so... It's weird. Because, like, I didn't think that Jones had the same kind of cultural cachet that Star Wars did. It's not as toyetic. It's much more, like, of the era. It would be like if Flash Gordon were suddenly, like, really popular for some reason. It's bizarre to me. It's, like, retrograde.
Well, I guess being inspired by the serials, but not being a serial gives it a kind of timeless aspect. Like, we're always gonna, like, I would say that killing Nazis is perennially popular, but that becomes less true for depressing reasons. Okay, you've learned this. So I'm gonna have...
Berserk.
Let's have you learn some utility spells, which I guess means you're putting Carbuncle on. You've already had Stray, so I guess it's annoying because I never want him to cast spells, but I want him to gain... I mean, I may as well have him use Maduin instead of Stray just to get the magic power.
Get the magic power. That's right.
Gotta dance the magic dance. Maybe I should have you learn some utility spells as well.
Something that is difficult to notice in the moment is that bosses in this game do not give experience.
Yeah.
They give a lot of magic points, but 0 experience basically across the board. This makes things like a low-level challenge possible.
Yeah, I've always been curious as to why a lot of Final Fantasy games do that. It's like...
My gut reaction, especially in the case of 4, 5, and 6, where it's like the most prevalent... that's not even true of 4, it's just 5 and 6. Is that bosses are the encounters where you're the most likely to end the fight with someone face down on the floor, because they're the most dangerous things. So they made them give no experience so that you wouldn't feel bad about a character missing out on a big chunk of experience.
That does make sense. But then
that's a kind of a cruel way to enforce that system, but you know.
It's also like you miss out on the AP, which is, like, at least in Final Fantasy V's case, like, arguably more valuable.
Yeah. So it's not even a real answer. Setzer's here.
Yeah, hello,
Potion.
Potion.
What's up with Harris? We'll talk later.
Yeah, now's
We're
not
out
the
of
time.
here.
Crud, what a mess. Yeah, but we are at a point where, like Star Wars, we've gotten far more bad media out of Indiana Jones than we've gotten good media. A lot of that rests at the feet of their many attempts to make the young Indiana Jones style stories.
Yeah.
Which I've always felt of two ways about, because I have a confession to make, and I don't know if this is like, I don't know how well this movie is viewed. I always liked the young Sherlock Holmes when I was growing up. I liked that movie a lot.
Young Sherlock Holmes.
And
I don't know what that is.
It's imagine Sherlock Holmes, but he's young. It was also, I believe, one of the first theatrical movies to use, like, computer graphic effects, like, matted in with people. It's kind of not a good movie, but my like of that movie.
Whoa! Look at this. He became Gao. He said, "Wow,
wow." We gotta fight the cranes.
Crane.
Can I just apply the same things I always apply and have it work?
I mean, pretty much.
They
have like a little
triple
gimmick,
skull.
But...
Drill.
I do know that one of them absorbs fire, but I couldn't tell you which. Oh. Man, I am so used to fighting all these bosses at, like, super low level. I'm like, okay, now time for the really dangerous stuff. It's like, no, you idiot, we've gained levels. We can survive a hit.
Yeah, we're cooking with fire. We got the beefy boys with us. We got Mr. Chainsaw and Mr. Deadlift, and they're here to.
Yeah.
they are brothers. They are strong, and they are here.
Yeah, yeah. It's like, where do you work out the library? It's they're just that meme incarnate.
I'm worried about Firma. Let's return to Zozo. Firma. I'll tell you more, Potion.
Oh yeah, he's kind of been out of the loop. I guess we're now completely involving him since his little jailbreak here is probably made him permanently persona non grata in the Empire.
He put himself in it. Really, that was a bad business decision. Why did he do it? Just because he was down bad for a magic woman? Well, kids,
different magic woman.
We've all been there, though.
We've all been there.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got the Dream Witch, but that's complicated.
I can hardly speak the name of mine. But then the darkness would come.
Is that like a tinged?
Oh, it's something. I have a magic rock.
Magicite.
I have frequently pondered about what Final Fantasy games are like exclusively about magic rocks. Or like which one? Like I struggle to think of one that isn't about magic rocks in some capacity.
No, that's one of the like Final Fantasies are so good at changing up so many things about themselves, even like basic systems from like place to place, and almost all of them come down to a magic rock. Final Fantasy 1, orbs. You have to charge the orb. That's a magic rock. I don't know about 2 and 3. There's probably magic rocks involved, but I don't remember. There's the power of the crystal. There's always the power of the crystals. 4 is completely about crystals, so much that there's like crystal fucking
people.
What do you call it? No. It was the process where money inflation. There's crystal inflation throughout the game, where it's like, oh, we have to capture the 4 crystals. Actually, the 8. There's underground ones. Actually, there's moon crystals too, so it's 16.
You gotta get all the crystals.
Gotta get all the crystals.
And of course,
5
about
crystals and crystal shards. Those are definitely magic rocks. 6, we have magicite here. 7, it's materia. 8, not about magic rocks. You got guardian forces who are
you got gifts, which are that, and
then
I'm sure
time compression.
I'm sure Ultimecia probably had rocks in some variety. Although they're
but
really
it's not like a main thrust of the game.
The only magic rock that the game is about is the icicle spear that kills Cloud and not Cloud. It kills a Squall in Disc 2, and then he hallucinates the rest of the game like a occurrence at Owl Creek Bridge.
is a huge icicle that impales you a magical rock.
Yeah. It's like
forum closed after 12,000 posts.
9 takes a while for its magic rocks to show up. It's large.
Yeah, I don't know anything about 9.
It's not as much about magic rock. There's like
10 has spheres and like the sphere grid?
No, 10 has the summons live in magic rocks. They effectively are.
The faith are magic rocks.
The faiths are magic rocks. Final Fantasy 12 has magic rocks as the standard.
Yeah,
for
they have various
weapons.
Sites. Magicite, Nethicite, Deicite. You got a lot of.
They're at their most political in that game because the magic rocks are like a symbol of political authority, like down to like the Sun Crest that is the imperial regalia of Rabanastre. 13. Need we even speak?
That's 13 is definitely about magic rocks, but also magical tattoos that can turn you into magical rocks.
Well, the rocks give you the tattoos.
The rocks give you the tattoo.
And then if you don't follow the curse of the tattoo, you become a magic rock. And then even in side games, Final Fantasy Tactics, the magic rocks are again like a political thing. Tactics Advanced, the magic rocks hold the Totema.
No, that one's more about a magical book.
That one's about a magic book.
I don't think it's about magic rocks.
One of the Totema holding the world together is a magic rock, so. I don't know as much about it. I don't remember the story of A2.
It's still there as a theme
to
be a Final Fantasy, but it's not central to everything in the way it is.
In Crystal Chronicles, you carry around a magic rock that dispels the fog.
And in the DS Crystal Chronicles game, Legacy of Fate or something, you collect a lot of orbs, which are basically magic rocks. Did you ever play that one, the DS Crystal Chronicles?
I did not. I didn't.
It was all right.
I was turned off of Crystal Chronicles when I was young because I played it some when I was with my friends. And of course, that game is pretty fun when you've got the cube hooked up and you have multiple people. And then I went home. And trying to play Crystal Chronicles on your own is miserable and untenable, and that made me hate the game.
Yeah. Well, here you go. Here's a sequence.
I'm a Yeti.
Something's coming through the gate.
I'm a Yeti with a rabbit tail. Little bunny Yeti. What are some good games with Yetis in them? There's Urban Yeti.
There's this game.
There's this game.
This game's pretty good, and it has at least one Yeti.
Yetis also farm cabbages and turnips.
You know, boys gotta eat.
Dark Cloud and Dark Cloud 2. Master Uton. Now, it's hard to say if Master Uton is a Sasquatch or just an ape man. He definitely could be either way, but